The moment you realize your garden is not fed by fertilizer but by fungi, everything changes. What shocked me wasn't just faster growth or greener leaves. It was what happened underground. Roots thickened, plants drank less water, fruit production jumped. All because I poured one simple liquid into the soil that woke up mycorrhizal fungi like flipping a switch. If you garden without feeding fungi, you are only using half of nature's system. Subscribe now to Nature's Blueprint, because this is one of the most powerful soil secrets you'll ever learn. Why do mycorrhizal fungi control plant success? Mycorrhizal fungi, you see, form a living bridge between plant roots and soil minerals. These tiny, microscopic threads stretch far beyond the root zone, pulling in phosphorus, calcium, zinc, and water, resources that roots alone just can't reach. In exchange, plants actually feed fungi sugars that are created through photosynthesis. When this relationship is strong, plants grow faster, resist disease, and survive drought with ease. But when the relationship is weak, no amount of fertilizer can really compensate. This is exactly why synthetic feeding often leads to dependency, while living soil creates true resilience. The mistake most gardeners make, honestly, is that they unknowingly starve fungi. Overtilling, for example, breaks those crucial fungal networks beneath the surface, and when we use chemical fertilizers, they sort of replace the need for that natural fungal nutrient exchange. Dry soil, well, it just kills fungal activity outright, and leaving soil bare. That exposes those vital microbes to heat and UV damage, making things even worse. Then, gardeners wonder why their plants struggle even though they're constantly feeding them. But fungi, they really don't want force. What they want is food, moisture, and above all, stability. So, what did I pour into my soil that changed everything? The liquid was actually a simple fungal activation tea made from compost, unsulfured molasses, and water. This combination feeds beneficial microbes, fuels fungal expansion, and encourages immediate root colonization. Unlike fertilizer, it does not push top growth. Instead, it builds infrastructure underground. Now let's go through the exact fungal activation formula. Use 1 cup of finished compost or worm castings, placed into a cloth or directly into a bucket. Add 1 tablespoon of unsulfured molasses. Then pour in 5 liters of clean, non-chlorinated water. If you're using tap water, it's important to let it sit uncovered for about 24 hours to allow the chlorine to dissipate. Stir well, then let the mixture steep for 12 to 24 hours, giving it a stir every so often. And remember, use it immediately. This amount treats approximately 5 square meters of garden soil or 3 large containers. Why does molasses matter? Well, it's not actually a fertilizer, it's more like microbial fuel. Molasses provides these simple sugars that bacteria and fungi use to multiply really rapidly. As bacteria increase, fungi follow along, feeding on bacterial byproducts and expanding their hyphal networks. This, in turn, creates a balanced soil food web rather than just bacterial dominance. So how do you apply it correctly? You want to pour the tea directly onto moist soil around the root zone, not on dry ground. Moist soil allows fungi to spread instantly. So it's best to apply in the early morning or late afternoon just to avoid UV damage to the microbes. And honestly, 1 application every 2 to 3 weeks is enough to maintain an active fungal network. Now, what actually happens underground after application? Well, within just a few hours, microbial respiration increases. Then, within days, fungal threads begin to bind soil particles into stable aggregates, which, really helps improve airflow and water retention. Within just a few weeks, plant roots become visibly thicker and more fibrous. Nutrient uptake improves, even without adding any extra fertilizer. This is why, plants fed this way often need less water and fewer inputs overall. So, why do containers respond even faster? Well, container soil is usually pretty lifeless because of frequent watering and limited organic matter. Adding fungal tea transforms containers quickly, since fungi are able to colonize the entire volume. For best results, use containers of 20 to 40 liters, and it's a good idea to apply the same formula at half strength for young plants. Supporting fungi long-term is, really important. Fungi thrive when soil is covered, so after watering, apply organic mulch, such as straw, leaves, or wood chips. Mulch keeps soil cool, protects fungal threads, and supplies slow carbon as it decomposes. It's best to avoid digging once fungi establish because disturbance resets progress. Here's what not to use if you want fungi. Avoid high-phosphorus synthetic fertilizers. They shut down mycorrhizal partnerships by making plants stop trading sugars. Also, avoid fungicides, even organic ones unless absolutely necessary. And steer clear of frequent deep tilling, since these practices can undo months of fungal development. When fungi are active, plants behave in some pretty fascinating ways. Leaves become a darker green, and that's without any excess nitrogen at all. Stems thicken naturally, giving the plant more strength. Flowers actually hold on longer before they drop, and fruits size up more evenly. With these fungal partnerships, plants can tolerate heat stress and inconsistent watering far better. This isn't about forcing growth, it's really about achieving balanced growth. So, why does this work across all crops? Well, vegetables, fruit trees, herbs, and even ornamentals all benefit from these fungal partnerships. Tomatoes, peppers, grapes, and root crops show especially dramatic improvements. Once fungi establish, they persist year after year if soil is protected. Here are some signs your soil is becoming fungal dominant. Soil becomes darker and crumbly. White fungal strands appear under mulch, and, earthworm activity increases. Water infiltrates instead of pooling, and, plants stop needing constant feeding. The long-term payoff is, fungal soil actually builds itself. Each season becomes easier, and harvests improve without added cost. This is how nature feeds forests without fertilizer. Gardens can, honestly, function the same way. If this changed how you see soil, go ahead and subscribe to Nature's Blueprint and share this with someone still pouring fertilizer into lifeless dirt. Real growth starts underground.